Welcome, dear children. Standard 6, Subject Maths, Chapter number 16, Quadrilaterals. Children, previously we have discussed the definition and meaning of quadrilaterals. Let's move further. Let's recall what is a quadrilateral. Like a triangle, quadrilateral is also a closed figure. The four line segments that form a quadrilateral are called its sides. Previously, we have discussed adjacent sides of a quadrilateral as well as opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Adjacent sides of the quadrilateral have a common vertex and opposite sides of a quadrilateral do not have a common vertex. Today, we are going to discuss adjacent angles of a quadrilateral. Now see, here it is given, take 4 straws or sticks, strips all of different lengths. Join them to each other to make a quadrilateral. The figure you all can see is being made. Now here we got the figure that is quadrilateral DEFG. The two angles, that is angle DEF and angle GFE. In one letter we can say angle E and angle F. We can say these two angles are neighboring angles. As we saw, adjacent side means neighboring sides. So here angle E and angle F are neighboring angles. So here they are called as adjacent angles. Now we have to write the names of other adjacent angles. Now see, angle GDE, that is angle D, and angle DGF, that is angle G. Angle D and angle G, both angles are adjacent angles. Now here each angle is adjacent to two other angles. Now the second one, angle GFE and angle FGD, adjacent angles. Third pair, angle GDE and angle DEF, adjacent angles. Last pair, angle GFE and angle FED, adjacent angles. Here children, you all can see that each angle is repeated twice, as each angle is adjacent to the other two angles. So here what we saw, that the angles of a quadrilateral which have one common arm are called adjacent angles of the quadrilateral. You can see the common arm. See in the first pair, DG and GD is common in both the angles. Second pair, FG and GF is common. DE and DE is common. FE and FE is common. So here we will be having a common arm. Adjacent angles of a quadrilateral have one common arm. This point you have to keep in mind. Let's move further. Now we will see opposite angles of a quadrilateral with the same figure. Now figure you all can see quadrilateral DEFG. Now here angle DEF and angle DGF do not have any common arm. You all can see nothing is common. No arm is common. So here angle DEF and angle DGF lie opposite to each other. In shortcut we can say angle E and angle G. You all can see in the figure that angle E and angle G are opposite to each other. Similarly, angle D, that is angle EDG, and angle F, that is angle EFG, are opposite to each other. So here we will be having two pairs of opposite angles. The first pair, angle EFG and angle EDG. Second pair, angle FGD and angle FED. So what we saw here, that The angles of a quadrilateral which do not have a common arm are called opposite angles of a quadrilateral. These all important points, children, you all have to keep in mind about adjacent sides of a quadrilateral, opposite sides, adjacent angles, opposite angles. Let's move further. Now, diagonals of a quadrilateral. Now you all can see the figure alongside quadrilateral ABCD. The line segments that join the vertices of the opposite angles, angle A and angle C. You can see a line is drawn between angle A and angle C and between angle B and angle D. This line segments are the diagonals of the quadrilateral ABCD. The diagonal AC joins the vertices of the opposite angles, angle A and angle C. The line segments which join the vertices of the opposite angles of a quadrilateral are the diagonals of the quadrilateral. So children, today we saw about adjacent angles of a quadrilateral, opposite angles of a quadrilateral and diagonals of quadrilateral. Let's move further. Let's see the activity. Now here, same activity children you all have to do in your book. Cut out a paper in the shape of a quadrilateral. Make folds in it that join the vertices of opposite angles. What can these folds be called? Now, these folds you will get will be the diagonals. Now the next one. Take two triangular pieces of a paper such that one side of one triangle is equal to the one side of the other. And if you are joining, you will get quadrilateral. By joining two triangles, we will get a quadrilateral. Now, we all know that sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 180. Now here see, draw a quadrilateral, draw one diagonal of this quadrilateral and divide it into two triangles. Measure all the angles in the figure. Now here if we will be measuring the angles of the triangle. Now you can see two triangles are being joined. One triangle is 180. The triangle is 180. So total became 360. So here we got that the sum of the measures of the four angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Triangle it is 180. For quadrilateral it is 360. Now let's move further. You must have seen the 5-petal flowers of Tagar, Kunda or Sadafuli. Draw a picture of one of these flowers. Join the tips of the petals one by one. What is the figure you get? The closed figure obtained in this way by joining 5 points by 5 line segments is called a pentagon. See, here a petal is given and a line is being drawn. So here we are getting the 5 sides. So a figure with 5 points or 5 line segments is called a pentagon. Now let's discuss the meaning of polygon. Now first see this 5 petals flower also. See here if you are joining the tips, you will be getting a pentagon. Let's move further. Polygons. Now what is a polygon? Now triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons and other closed figures with more than 5 sides are called polygons. Triangles also are coming in the category of polygons. Now let's see other examples. See, triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, 5 sides, hexagon, 6 sides, heptagon, 7 sides, octagon, 8 sides, nonagon, 9 sides and decagon, 10 sides. These all figures are in category of polygons. I hope children you all have understood. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take care everyone. Bye.